really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go on, tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, said no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. Listen to ops and I'm up in the score. I catch a body, then jump in the pause. Follow the core and then back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I kill him some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it, cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the data, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard they was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory back up on top of this where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history. Fall through the misery, weather this storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form shall prosper. Blood pressure, somebody stop us. Running my class, and go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a I just came back for a win. Lot of new money in my hand.
All right. Good evening and happy weekend. Happy Saturday. And I hope you guys are in for a treat because we got some state 4A Region 4 semifinal basketball action here at the stable tonight as our Dallas Center Grinds Mustangs host the Knoxville Panthers. My name's Brad Bailiff, and I'm alongside with my partner in crime, the man, the myth, the legend, Pat O'Brien. Pat, how's it going tonight, sir?
Going great. I got out there and talked to the coaches a little bit. We'll see what happens right here, both sides, just to kind of see how they think the flow of this game's going to be. And it's going to be a good one here. We got a couple good teams here ready to play.
Well, hey, first and foremost, I got to say thank you for our game sponsor tonight because without our sponsors, Pat, as you know, we don't get a chance to come out and do this for everybody. So, Matt and Melissa Jansen, kudos, much love, but thank you for the sponsorship tonight. We have been in the DCG school district since 2002 and love supporting all the activities, kids, coaches, teachers, and staff that we can. I was even lucky enough to coach a few of these senior DCG girl basketball players. The senior class of men and women are pretty special, and we are lucky to be able to witness all their awesome abilities and sportsmanship. We unfortunately can't be here to cheer in person on Saturday, but we will be watching on the live stream. Go Mustangs. So Matt and Melissa, thank you. You're going to be in for a treat because we're going to have a good one tonight. This is what it's all about. Also want to give a shout out to Pat. We talked about our season sponsor, Charter Bank. I know they're not an official sponsor for tonight, but just can't say thanks enough again for allowing us to do what we do all season long. That's gotten us to this point, which is big time. And then, of course, we can't forget about our DCG Booster Club, man. Our Booster Club is the best out there. They're phenomenal, and we want to say thank you. Also, all you Knoxville Panthers fans, if you're joining us on stream tonight and couldn't make the trip down, thank you so much. Congratulations on your guys' season, making it to this stage. It's going to be a great basketball game tonight, Pat, man. I'm super pumped up. We got a good one.
Yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, there's a lot going on with these. I mean, today is going to be the last day that there's kids that are going to be playing for their high school. That's the downside of it. But on the plus side, you get one more chance to compete. And I think that's what you want to do. You want to go out there. You want to compete for your school. You want to compete for your community. And as you do that, we'll see what the score ends up in the end.
Yeah, no doubt. And it's one of those deals, man. It's kind of surreal. You know, Pat, I was talking to you, I only got a couple of games left for myself. And then I'm finishing up, and it's just it's tough and sad at the same token. But it's exciting because we're here again, Pat, right? So we have the opportunity, if we can get a couple of more wins, to go to the state tournament. Was that 4 straight years?
4 straight years right there.
That is able to do that, Pat.
And I think you have to take a step back and say, okay, what did it take to get there? And it took, families legitimately like Matt and Melissa Jansen. It's those guys that are getting the kids ready, that are preparing them, mentally, physically, keeping the love of the game, and everything like that for sure. So you have to have a lot of luck to get there.
Yeah, no doubt. And I'm not jinxing anything. We still got to win a couple of games to get there. But, first we got a tough Knoxville team coming in tonight. And then on the flip side of the bracket, Pat, also playing tonight at 7 o'clock at Pella High School is the Ballard Bombers taking on Pella. The winner of that game will play the winner of this game on Tuesday. And the winner of that game gets the opportunity to go to the and has the opportunity to play for a state championship.
And I'm hoping some of our techie little kids over here will get on their phones and try to give us some updates on what some of the games are like and what some of those scores are.
Yeah, I was already letting Mike Bynum know, hey, man, you got to kind of keep us in the loop as soon as you find out. Ooh, we got some sweets here. Hey, come on up. We'll take a few sweets. Hey, real quick, too, man, we got a couple of special things planned for today's broadcast. First and foremost.
Come on up. You see what you got right here.
Thank you so much.
Well, gentlemen, my daughter is Milena Elliott, and she is a senior on the team, and she had told us that you talked to them about not getting treats the last time when
Yes,
we were in Norwalk.
we did say something.
And so she's decided that as part of her team spirit, she's got cookies made. Now, you guys already did your end and announced awesome.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Well, there's yours. Now, as long as the girls win, they get to celebrate with some today.
That's awesome. Well, Milena Elliott, thank you so much. That's awesome. So thank you so much for bringing those up.
Thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
For all you do.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, hey, let's talk about a couple special things we have going on in tonight's stream. So first and foremost, at halftime, we've got the athletic director here at DCG High School is going to join us, Butch. And, you know, Butcher's been a big part of DCG athletics for a number of years now, and he's had the bright spot of being able to see all of the DCG athletic teams we have here, from soccer to football to basketball to wrestling to volleyball. I mean, all of that. And we've had some pretty special teams, and just wanted the opportunity to talk to Butch, you know, see what he's feeling about the basketball programs and how he feels things have gone so far this season. And, you know, selfishly, I want to give a big thanks for allowing us to be able to do what we do, because that's big. But then at the end of the game, Pat, man, you set this thing up, and I'm telling you, I'm pumped for this. But at the end of the game, folks, stick around. It's not going to be right after, so you'll have to give us a few minutes. But we're going to be joined by Coach Adam Jones and Vanessa Bickford after the game to talk about some of the highlights and stuff like that. And hopefully it's after a win tonight. But either way, win or lose, they're going to come up and join us, get the opportunity to talk to both of them, and I'm excited for that, Pat.
Yeah, we're going to talk about gold standard of what it takes to be a Mustang athlete. So now this is just one person. I did get a little bit of schooling on some of these, but in basketball, who is the gold standard? You'll have to turn into at least what our thoughts are on gold standard, but we've gone to football. We've gone to boys basketball. Who are the gold standard? And then you can kind of see what's happening. In my opinion, and since we're up here, Vanessa Bickford is gold standard for DCG Mustang.
There's no doubt about it. Well, hey, Pat, we got about a minute and 20 here before we have to send it down courtside for our starting lineups and then national anthem. So before that, why don't you give me a couple of key highlights of things that you think the Mustangs are going to need to do to be able to pull out a big victory against Knoxville tonight?
Mustangs, run, pressure, press, get everything you can, get as many points as you can and as quickly as you can. And once you get up there, you just keep on rolling. The bad part about regional tournament time is there's no mercy, and you keep on going until that whistle blows.
No doubt. And for me, I think for Knoxville tonight, you got to eliminate, or we won't say eliminate. There's no way to eliminate turnovers, but you got to minimize the amount of turnovers that you have, because the Mustangs feast off that. If you're going to turn the ball over a lot, they're going to make you pay. So protecting the ball is going to be key for Knoxville tonight, and I'm excited for a big one here, Pat. It's always fun when we get to this point of the season, knowing that every game it's win or go home, and that's what it is tonight for one of these teams. So it's going to be a special one. And again, we want to say thanks for all the Knoxville Panther fans, all the Mustang fans that couldn't make it to the stable tonight. Thank you for tuning in and allowing Pat and I to hopefully broadcast a fun one for you tonight. We're expecting a good, fun game. But at the end of the day, it's up to both of these teams and how they lay it all out on the court tonight, and we're excited to do that. So we're going to throw it down courtside here for announcement of our starting lineups, national anthem, and then Pat and I will be back up to talk a little bit more about some of the key players and tip-off. So let's shoot courtside, Mike.
All the guests from Knoxville and to our home fans here supporting DCG, welcome to the stable here at DCG High School for tonight's game between the Knoxville Panthers and our very own DCG Mustangs. Ladies and gentlemen, at DCG and Knoxville, we enjoy many great traditions. One of those traditions involves great sportsmanship. The Iowa High School Athletic Association, the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, and the LHC promote good sportsmanship by participants, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. profanity, racial, sexist, or abusive comments, or intimidating actions directed at the officials, participants, coaches, team representatives, or event personnel will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the venue. We thank you for your cooperation and invite you to enjoy the game and make it a night to remember. A reminder to all spectators that the first row of the bleachers is to remain clear for the safety of the players and officials. Thank you for your cooperation. Tonight's officials, as assigned by the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, are Scott Koch, Dan Clayton, and Tim Osterhaus. Tonight's athletic trainer from Athletico is Jared Torrey. Now, Panther fans, let's get on your feet and welcome your starters. We got number 2, freshman, Addison Duncan. Number 11, freshman, Abby Kaichis. Number 20, senior, Anna Boutel. Number 23, junior, Hannah Duncan. Number 24, senior, Brittany Bacorn. Assistant coaches for the Panthers are Kyle Pepper, Tracy Wilkins, and Chris Peterson. Head coach is Mr. Matt Richards. All right, Mustang fans, let's get on your feet. Put your hands together. Here are starters for the Mustangs. Number 12, senior Vanessa McBurn. 20, senior Aubrey Johansson. Number 22, senior Kayla Rice. Number 32, junior Devin Carlisle. Senior number 44, Josie Limpy. Assistant coaches for the Mustangs are Judy Neasley, Richard Clausen, Jalen Bradenton, and Jacob Heineman. Head coach is Mr. Adam Jones. Will everyone please remove your hats, stand if you are able, and face center court for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, everybody. Starting lineups announced. National anthem's done, Pat. Now it gets to the nitty gritty, baby. This is what I'm talking about. So
Yeah, these are these games. You wait all day. I told my wife today, I'm like, 7 o'clock is too late for these games. I'm ready to go right now.
yeah, no kidding. Well, hey, just a couple of key things right here. So a couple of players to keep your eye out for Knoxville. Their leading point scorer per game is Hannah Duncan, the junior, averaging 16 points. Rebounds per game is led by Brittany Bacorn, the senior, at 10. And then leading the Panthers in assists per game is Abby Keches.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Man,
you
this is a good name we're going to
I know.
get. Keches, and hopefully we got that right, everybody, at 5.8 assists per game.
And Duncan and Bacorn are together scoring 650 points. We have to go 3 deep to get to 650 points on our roster.
Yeah, Knoxville wins the tip. Oh, really nice move right there. Good tip away right there by Lampy. First turnover of the game, though, for the Panthers. And the Mustangs able to work themselves up and get back in their offensive set, and Bickford's going to pull it back at the top. And it looks like
2-3 zone.
Yeah, Knoxville's in the zone.
It's a good job. Get that thing moving.
The sharpshooter Rice from deep. Oh, misses. In and out. Oh, nice rebound by Johansson. Gets it back out to Bickford for 3 fires.
Money. Oh, God.
Oh,
right
just off the front of the iron right there. Good rebound right there, though, by Addison Duncan.
And we know, we can kind of see, it's like get that ball down court as fast as you can, and that's exactly what you would expect.
Yeah, no doubt. Duncan's going to get the ball out. Shots up in the air right there by Keches. Rebound Mustangs, and they are pushing. Obviously a little nerves right here by both teams. You know, obviously you're in the qualifiers, so you're hoping to get yourself an opportunity to get to Wells Fargo. And both teams know it's win or go home. And
nice job splitting that double team right there.
Yeah, Johansson working her way and just a little tough off the glass there. Nice rebound by Knoxville. And Keches right here working up the right side, guarded by Bickford. Gets it down low. Nice shot put up right there by Bacorn. Rebound Rice. And the sharpshooter working her way up the court right here.
Yeah, the zone kind of slows the offense down. If you can't beat that zone down, I think this is a good timeout right here, because it's going to allow, first of all, if you want to get out of that zone, you got to start making some shots, right? So once you get that shot, we'll see if they get into the press. But you know what they've been doing right here, they get putting down in the short corner. Well, there's already 3 defenders down in there, so you can get triple teamed. So you got to find quick passes, get that in there. The offense needs to slide one way or the other so you can get those passes out there and get them off a rotation.
Yeah, no doubt. Really good timeout. Let's see what the teams do adjustment-wise. But, hey, let's talk a little bit about how we got here. So the Mustangs got a first-round bye coming into the regional semifinal, but that wasn't the case for Knoxville. They had to play Perry, and they got a big win, 65-50. With that win, it puts them here at the Meadows Gym tonight facing our Mustangs. So let's see how this is going to work out. Right now, we got a 0-0 ball game with 6:24 left. Mustangs come out. Rice passes on to Free.
Right there. I mean, it was right there. But they want to get that down in there.
I'm surprised. She doesn't pass that many open threes. Carlisle's going to get out to Bickford down in the corner. Back out to Carlisle. Cross court to Rice. Really nice job by Knoxville right here. And that's going to be a travel. Knoxville's doing a great job of being able to get themselves back out. Really good hustle by the Panthers.
Yeah.
And
now,
now,
even though you got the turnover here, that allows you to set up your press and see what happens right here.
Yeah, Mustangs are going to press right away. Really nice job by Keches up the right side. He's going to get it all the way down. Nice pass. First bucket of the game goes to Addison Duncan. Knoxville up 2-0. Keches steps in the way of that pass. Quick turnover.
See, that's the one, if you're Knoxville, you're like, hey, we got it. Take the shot.
3 buried right there by Hannah Duncan. Knoxville up 5-0.
And
quickly.
This is why you play the game.
Back in that 2-3 zone. They're going to have to make the Mustangs work. And what I like about this is they are in the face of the Mustang players. They are not making it easy. Nice pass right there to Lampy. Lampy able to put in the quick jump shot, 5-2 Mustangs.
And this is an athletic program right here, but they play a lot of smaller schools in their conference, in the South Central Conference.
Tipped by Bickford, but Keches able to come back and get it. But I'll tell you what, Carlisle able to get in the way right there, and she's going to work herself. Draws the foul. And Keches wondering what the heck, but that's going to be a foul on number 11, her first of the game, and that's going to put Carlisle at the line.
There was, I think was it 11 or 24? They gave it to 11, but I thought it was 24 that did the foul there. But regardless, that was that Euro step that got that.
Carlisle for 3 in the corner. It's a little long. Rebound right there by Duncan, and now Keches looking to push. All right, Knoxville looking to move the ball right here. Bootel up there. Foul's going to
I like that
on
effort
Lampy.
right there. Ball was kind of in the back right there. She went around, but she did get a little bit of arm.
Now each team with one team foul. And Macy Meyer, the fabulous freshman, checking in right here for the Mustangs. Knoxville able to get the ball out. Up the top is Keachus, guarded by Bickford. Switched with Meyer, good switch right there. Kicks it back out. Nice recovery by the Mustangs defense right there, Pat.
Yeah, and it all started with Josie Lampy. Right
Oh,
there.
nice job right there. Turnover. Johansson able to stick her hand out, knock that one away. Now the Mustangs looking to see if they can get back on the board. And Lampy down's going to draw the foul. Brittany Bacorn's going to be charged with her first. Going to put Lampy at the line to shoot two.
Yeah, and it was the right call. She was moving when she had already committed to her drive right there.
Yeah, Lampy shooting at 48% from the free throw line, 20 of 41 on the season. Oh, gets a little love from the iron there as it rattles in, hits the first. Meyer checking in here for Johansson.
So now we're going with a much smaller lineup right now with really your only big being Josie Lampy.
Lampy buries the second. Really nice job by Josie. Right back into the press. Gonna make Knoxville have to work for it. Keachus able to get the ball up right here to Bacorn. Bacorn able to bring it across half court. Good defense by Miller.
That's
a travel. That's going to be out on Miller. The knees work like the legs, Pat. And you had a couple down on the court there, but that's all right.
You don't have shoes on your knees.
You don't, but that's all right. Knoxville able to come away. 21 seconds left on the shot clock. Gets it out to Keachus at the top. Going to feed it down to Bacorn. Misses. Rebound Miller. Gets it up to Rice, and now the Mustangs are running. Sydney's going to give it up to Miller with a little floater, and she buries the floater. Mustangs take their first
That's
lead.
the key to the rest of the season right there. Get her off and get her going there as well as she can, Sydney Miller.
Yep, 6-5. Mustangs with their first lead of the game. Able to break the press. Three in the corner is a little long by Bootel.
I love the shots, though. I love them putting those shots up there. If they start falling, it put a lot
Fire
of pressure.
for three, fires. That's going to miss. Rebound Rice. Takes it right back out. Gets it back to the top of the key. Now Bickford can help the offense reset. Rice, the sharpshooter for three. Boom, shakalaka. That's right. That's a three-pointer right there for Kayla Rice.
Yeah, the three-pointers are open right now. They're going to be open with that 2-3 zone.
All right, and Bacorn able to settle things down. Dribble
Nice drive.
What a great job by Duncan right there.
What is happening here?
Looks like a timeout called. Yes, timeout called by the Mustangs. 9-7 DCG lead after an awesome shot right there by Duncan. At 2:55 here left in the first quarter.
So that was actually the Panthers that called that 30-second timeout right there.
Okay.
For a substitution. They wanted to get that substitution in. You know, and it is. This is a close game right here. If you're the Panthers, you're like, I'll take it all day long right now. So the speed and the quickness right now, we'll see if they because right now it's really not a press. It's just full court man-to-man defense. We'll see if they switch out of that at some point and start putting some pressure on that ball.
Yeah, Tess Jones checking in, making her first appearance of the game. And really both teams, they need to keep this score tight because if any one of these teams gets away, it's going to make things difficult. So both teams is trying to keep it close. And right now we got a good one, Pat, 9-7.
Right, absolutely.
All right, Bickford's going to get it out to Jones. Gets it over to Miller. Out to Meyer. Swings it to Bickford. Gets it into Miller. Miller back up off the backboard. Oh, not able to get it. Keachus able to come away with it for the Panthers. And Knoxville looking to make a move here. Oh, Bickford able to poke that away, but Keachus able to keep the ball. Wow, really nice job right there.
This is some of the best defense I've seen have her play right now, Vanessa Bickford, all over the point guard.
I'll tell you what's impressive, man. Keachus just coming in and doing her thing. I mean, she's a freshman. We've seen a lot of really good freshman players this season, Pat, and we got another one down here for Knoxville.
This is suffocating defense. Oh, that is garbage.
Tess Jones going to be called with a foul up here at the top.
That is not right.
And that looks like that's Eslin Prevo.
You go out there and put that kind of pressure on there, this little ticky-tack stuff.
And Anna Anderson also in the game for Knoxville. Keachess for three, fires and gets it to roll, and now Knoxville back up 10-9.
And you knew after that foul right there, it was going to be something unfortunate for the Mustangs.
And here we go, Carlisle back over to Tess Jones. Back up to Carlisle. Gonna try to work it into Miller. Really nice job. Oh, travel gonna be called. Turnover for the Mustangs. Gonna give the ball back to Knoxville, who's up 10-9 with 1:37 left here in the first quarter.
Yeah. Everything was set up perfectly right there. We had that layup right there, but you know,
Rice in for Bickford.
It's tough when you've got all that going on down there. It's good defense by the Panthers.
All right, Rice on Keachess, making it tough.
Nice
Keachess left hand gets a
double that right there. That's a 2.
Oh, yeah, going to be rebound by Rice. 1:23 left. Mustangs pushing. Gets it up to Miller, to Rice. Meyer at the top, works herself in. Able to get it back out. Cross court to Rice. She fires for three. Misses. Rebound Carlisle, and she should be able to put that in for a quick 2 points.
Yep.
Mustangs take the lead back, 11-10.
Second chance opportunities huge.
Coming up, just under a minute left here in the first quarter. Mustangs up 1.
Oh,
and Rice.
This is the ticky. I mean, come on.
Little hand check there is going to get called for the foul.
If you're gonna, you now have to adjust, right? You got to adjust. If that's the case, then if I'm a guard, I'm taking it right into the body of the defender every single time.
Yeah, no doubt.
That should have been one right there if you're calling it.
All right, Keachess at the top, guarded by Rice. Got to go right side. She's going to take it all the way in, and she's going to get the easy layup. And that was Rice not putting as much in after taking the foul on the previous possession. Keachess did exactly what you said she should do, Pat.
Yep.
12-11. Panther lead with 30 seconds left. Gets it into Meyer.
Nice pass.
Nice pass right there from Macy Meyer.
That's good basketball.
Into Aubrey Johansson. Mustangs up 13-12. Both teams exchanging punches right now. Rice knocks that away. 15.2 seconds left on the clock. Knoxville to inbound. Gets it into Keachess at the top of the key. Knoxville's going to see if they can run a play and get the last shot here. Goes right side. Nice job. Good switch right there. Jump ball. Great job by Tess Jones. However, the Mustangs are going to get the ball with 2.4 seconds instead of the start of the second quarter.
Yeah, so
really nice up play.
It's really, you'll take the ball, right? Because but you almost wish that didn't happen right there.
Yeah, if I'm her, I'm firing it right up to Macy right there in center court. Yep.
Oh,
it's
going to
fire.
Oh, my goodness. I thought
from up here, isn't it? Holy smokes. Well, hey, that was a great first quarter. DCG with a 1-point lead, 13-12. But I'll tell you, man, Knoxville's come out to play, Pat, doing a really good job. Their freshman, Abby Keachess, doing a great job on their end. And right now, man, we got a 1-point game, and we knew it was going to be a good one.
Yeah, no doubt. Everybody is awake now. There's a lot of energy in that Panther sideline right now, as there is a lot of energy over there on the Mustang side as well. The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union reminds you to practice good sportsmanship at all times, support your athlete and team positively, and enjoy the game. And I will take that in my own. I will take that to heart myself as well.
All right, everybody, I'll tell you what, man, it's been a fun one. Mustangs win the first quarter, but I'll tell you what, that last minute was a little back and forth, both teams throwing it down. But we got a 13-12 game. Knoxville's done a really nice job. They're playing that 2-3 zone, Pat. They're not making it easy on the Mustangs on their offensive side, which, has been big for them. On the flip side, though, the Mustangs have been able to generate some turnovers on the defensive side.
And that's for sure. They're going to have to figure the zone out right now.
They're going to have
because they're going to continue to see that as the season goes on.
Well, after the jump ball with 2.5, that means Knoxville is going to start with the ball here in the second quarter. Keachess going to bring it up, guarded by Bickford, as she checks back in to start the second quarter. Gets the ball up to Duncan here at the top. Duncan and Keachess.
And as usual, man-to-man D.
Oh my God. Foul. So Kayla Rice is going to get her second foul in probably 90 seconds. And Meyer's going to come check in and get her out.
Not every little touch is a foul, but it might be today.
All right, here we go. Keechess is going to get it out to Duncan. Duncan's going to come around, guarded by Johansson. They get the ball right there into Bacorn. Misses, rebound Lampy, and now the Mustangs looking to run. Gets it up to Meyer. She stops, fires from three, misses. Johansson able to bring it in with one hand. Gets back up, draws a foul, and gets the bucket to fall. That was a one-man effort by Aubrey Johansson right there.
That is what we didn't have at the beginning of the season right here, that toughness, the will and the desire to go get a basketball and put that thing up. That is a huge basket in this ball game right now.
Man, I tell you what, that was some effort by Aubrey Johansson right there. Let's see if she can make this free throw here. She doesn't. Rebound by Keechess. Mustangs up 15-12 with 7:19 left in the second quarter. Tell you what, man, both these teams playing with great energy and at a high level, and that's what you want to see in your state Region 4 semifinal action here. All right, Keechess guarded by Johansson. Ball fake, gets that over to Bacorn. She's working it in, gets that into Duncan. Back over to Duncan, the Duncan sisters. Hannah and Addison. Shots missed. Lampy going to call it out on Tess Jones. Lampy tried to get the pass over Keech's hands.
And that's one, she committed to the pass before the defender kind of baited her into that pass right there. It's good D by the Panthers right there.
Devin Carlisle checking in for the Mustangs here, giving Tess Jones a breather. And Keechess coming up at the top. That's going to be tipped away by Bickford.
These games, and you remember last year that we had kind of a similar game to this one right here, and it took us till the second half before we got going because we haven't played in a while. Panthers have, and it's just there's a lot of anxiety and energy out there right now.
All right, Keechess guarded by Bickford. Gets the ball out right there to Bacorn, and she's going to take it in. Doesn't get it to go. Rebound Johansson. Going to get it up to Bickford.
Now this is where Devin Carlisle, you can come right in there in the middle of that zone too. She's good enough and strong enough she can do that.
Cross court to Bickford. There we go. Carlisle for three in the corner. She's going to be short. Lampy's going to get it. That's
got fouled
on the three.
By
Brittany Bacorn.
She must have really hit her hard and late. Because the ball was already in.
It depends, too. I mean, another way you can foul on the three is if she gets hit
her
coming down in her landing zone, too.
Right.
Depending on how that works out. Oh, going to miss the first one is Devin Carlisle, and she's shooting 70% from the free throw line this year. That was only her 18th free throw of the season. Buries the second. 16-12 lead.
From a Panther standpoint, this really is not going to hurt them because we did score on that. So if she misses this, it'd be advantage Panthers.
Buries it. 17-12 lead. 6:08 left second quarter.
There's the trap. Now we're getting in there. Let's go. Let's play ball now. There's
nice
the one.
job by Carlisle. Able to tip it away. Going to push that up to Meyer. Oh, just a little too much of a lead. And Carlisle's like, give me that one back.
You don't want to see the turnover, but I'll guarantee you Coach Jones and the staff over there are okay with stuff like that because it's a good turnover. It's one that's forced and you're moving forward. It's an energy one.
Yeah,
I'll do it
away
again.
from the man, and now we're going trap.
That is a block.
Yeah, Bickford got in front. Be a foul on Vanessa. That should be her first. Be the team's third foul. A lot of fouls early in this quarter, Pat. Could make things interesting if they continue to call fouls at this rate as we go into the back half of the second quarter. All right, Bacorn getting ready to throw it in. Gets it to Keechess. Going left side. Really nice job by Bickford.
They want to go right. Bickford shut that off that time perfectly.
And Addison Duncan at the top now. Another freshman giving it up. Bacorn at the top.
Oh, my God.
Foul's going to be called on Johansson. Neela Williamson's checking in for Macy Meyer. Love seeing Neela get in the game. She always brings a little attitude, a little action here. All right, here we go. Keychest coming up, going right side, gets around the screen. Close to a travel, able to hold that though. That was impressive. All right, Baycorn to Keychest, going to swing that out to Duncan for three, buries it. That's a big bucket right there. 17-15 Mustang lead. Gets it up to Williamson, going to be knocked out by Keychest.
Yeah, and having Williamson come in right now really gives you a spark defensively right there. This is a game I think she can excel in because you get out there on that point if you can get there and go attack the ball.
All right, Bickford at the top. It's going to get it over to Williamson. Down play to Johansson. Good ball swing action right here by the Mustangs. Oh, Lampy's going to hit the backboard, but Johansson able to get it. Oh, not able to finish. Good rebound right there by Anna Boutel, sorry. And now you got Knoxville bringing the ball up. Down 2 with just under 5 minutes left here. 3 shot by Boutel, misses. And Addison Duncan, jump ball called. And that'll be Mustangs ball.
And that's a Neela Williamson special right there. That thing gets anywhere around there, she's going to be all over that.
Checking in for the Panthers is Anna Anderson. She's checking in for Anna Boutel. All right, here we go. Bickford bringing the ball up here. Mustangs up 2, 4.5 minutes left. Swings it over here. Cross court, gets it over to Williamson. She's going to take it all the way in. Doesn't get it to go. Tapped out by Johansson, and it will be Knoxville ball.
It's a great take right there, and that's something that she's going to have to continue to do.
All right, here we go. Mustang's going to set up the trap. Gets it across. Nice press break right there, getting up to Baycorn. Able to put it up. Gets the bucket to fall. Another foul on the Mustangs. That'll be number 4. That's going to be on number 4, Neela Williamson. It's going to put Baycorn at the free throw line. She makes this, and Knoxville will be up 1 with 4:09 left in the second quarter. Misses. Rebound right there. Great job by Lampy. She's pushing. Kicks out. Quick passes here. Out to Bickford. She steps on the out of bounds marker baseline right there, Pat. That's going to be turnover Mustangs.
I did like that offensive possession. That possession right there seemed like it was with a purpose, and she just wasn't able to squeeze through that baseline right there. I think we are at that point where Kayla Rice is going to have to come back in like he did right here.
Tess Jones checking back in.
We just need the leadership right now.
Well, I'm sure Coach Jones told her, hey, be smart out there.
Yeah, be
smart. We don't need you getting your 3rd foul. Keychest bringing it up here for Knoxville. Going right side, guarded by Bickford. Good crossover. Good switch right there by the Mustangs. Ball at the top by Duncan. Going to go left side. Dishes out to her sister. Cross-court pass over there to Anderson.
Get in her face, don't make it.
Cross-court pass to Keychest. 3 seconds left on the shot clock. They throw it up, doesn't go. Rebound Bickford. Nice defense by the Mustangs on that possession. And Rice up to Lampy. She's going to fire for 3. Boom! Shakalaka! Josie Lampy with the big 3-pointer puts the Mustangs up 20-17. Keychest now coming up. Guarded by Bickford. Now back to that man press they started with earlier in the game there, Pat.
Yeah, and this is one of the things, you just hoping that maybe they get a little bit loose with the ball there. They've done a very good job, the Panthers, of keeping everything tight.
Ran really nice take right there by Hannah Duncan. She's on fire tonight.
Well, she's a scorer, right? She's one of the ones.
Bickford with the floater, doesn't get it to go. Rebound by Baycorn. Yeah, Duncan leading the Panthers with 10 points. There she goes again. She dishes out to Anderson for 3. Fires, misses. Rebound Rice. Rice pushing. Nice job, Rice. Foul is called. Bucket goes in, and she's going to go and has the opportunity for a 3-point play. And Knoxville wasn't happy. They thought there should be a charge. The officials did a really nice job pointing and saying, you didn't have your feet set.
Well, and she was sliding towards the baseline.
Now checking back in here for the Panthers, Anna Boutel. Who else checked in there, Pat?
23.
And 23, Hannah Duncan. I think she was already in. My apologies here. Oh, no, here we go. Number 14, Islyn Prevost checked in here. All right, here we go. Mustangs up 1. Oh, nice job right there by Keaches, able to tip that away. Turnover Mustangs. I tell you what, we talked about Knoxville making sure they manage their turnovers, man. The Mustangs got to do the same thing.
Right
they
on.
have not done a good job. 3 in the corner, in right there. Big shot by Anna Boutel. Knoxville up 2. Bickford bringing it up, 22-20. Rice back out. Nice pass right here. All the way out. Jones for 3, fires, misses. Long rebound. Bickford able to come up with a great hustle by Vanessa Bickford. Little floater and gets the left-handed floater to go.
This has got to be the Vanessa Bickford show from here on out. Between her, Johansson, and Rice. Those are your 3. Go get them.
All right, here we go. Keaches bringing it up. Mustangs tied that with the 2. Duncan looking to fire. She does. In and out.
That was right on the money.
Bickford comes up with the rebound, pushes to Rice.
There's your shot right there. You're open. Take that thing.
Gets it into Johansson. She turns. And that's going to be out on Knoxville. 24 seconds left on the shot clock. Macy Meyer checking in. And then Anderson checking back in for Knoxville. Giving Baycorn a breather. Man, lots of action going on here. We got a tie ball game, folks, with 46.5 seconds left. Jones is going to set. She'll fire for 3. Rattles in and out. Anderson with the rebound. Gets it to Keaches. Knoxville now with the opportunity. It's about a 6 seconds difference between the game clock and the shot clock. So they won't be able to hold for the last shot, but they will turn and fire. And that's another 3 hit by Anna Boutel. Back to back for her. And now you got Knoxville up 3. And Mustangs should hold for the last shot here of the first half. Meyer gets it back around. Swings it out. Jones fires for 3. Boom! Shakalaka! That's a game-time three-pointer.
No fouls, no.
For Tess. Whoa, what a shot right there by Keaches. That was a one-hand fireball she threw and goes off the backboard, but Jones ties the game up with seconds left. We got a 25-25 ball game here, Pat, at the end of the half.
What would you talk about a great game so far right now on both sides? You want to talk about energy, both of them going in with some energy going into this next game, right, or this next half. Unbelievable right here. Very impressed with what the Panthers have been able to do defensively against the Mustangs.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You know, we knew this was going to be a very good game. I mean, Knoxville's coming in. They just beat Perry. They know how big of a game it is to come in here to the stable, and they're holding their own, man. Tell you what, they got up 3 with that big 3 by Boutel to put them up 3 with seconds left, and then Tess Jones able to tie it. That's the firepower we've seen go back and forth with both teams so far. It's been impressive.
And for the Mustangs, there was nobody better than Tess Jones to take that shot right there. She was right on the nose on her previous 2 3-point shots. That one she was able to knock down.
All right.
So
Brent Butcher, the athletic director, is working his way up here in just a quick second. We're going to get him on the mic, get to talk to him a little bit. But, man, you know, I think what we're going to see here is 2 teams going into halftime with a tie score, knowing that, you know, what adjustments are you going to make? Because right now that 2-3 zone is working for Knoxville. And, you know, the Mustangs are seeing zone a lot this year. Knoxville zone is working, so I would assume they're going to stay in that. Be interesting to see what the Mustangs do on their flip side to see if they can make some things up and create some pressure.
Well, for the Panthers, you just keep doing what you're doing, right? You just keep on rolling, and maybe you get the ball go your way a couple times, and you'll see what happens. But as for the Mustangs, I mean, you got to feel pretty good if you're the Mustangs too, because that gives you right now. You're looking. Look, we had a lot of passes out there that we got loose on. Attention to detail is going to be the big thing for this next half.
Mr. Butcher, can you hear us all right?
I've got you, man. Thanks.
All
Got
right.
you loud and clear here. This is awesome. Well, Brent, man, thanks for joining us up here. I know we threw a last one on you. Hey, Butch, can you come up for an interview?
What an absolute privilege. I'm going to tell you right now.
I'll tell you,
Absolute
man.
privilege. Thank you.
Well,
That's a nice jacket you got.
Well,
there.
thank you.
yeah, man, look at
Just
that.
like that. That's
I
sweet.
think we planned this all the way around, right? That's awesome. Well, I'll tell you what, Brent, man, we were just wanted to bring you up. You know, being athletic director, you get the opportunity to work with all the programs here at the school, and you know, DCG's had a lot of success over the last few years in many programs, but the basketball programs in general have just been able to do some really amazing things the last couple of years. We just wanted to get your take a little bit, being the athletic director, getting a chance to work with the coaches, obviously with the players. You know, what's this been like for you from the basketball side these last few years?
Yeah, no, it's an absolute pleasure to do what I do, and I'm very lucky to be able to work with our coaches, work with our directors, work with all the student athletes, and the basketball season last few years has been loads of fun. I mean, when you're playing as deep as we played into the season, state tournament play, etc. It makes for a long year, but that's what it's all about right there, is the opportunity to play as deep as you can and see what you can do.
Yeah, at the end of the day, that's about it, right?
You know, you look at the coaching staff that you've got collectively, and me and people that I kind of go through. I've only known one football coach.
Right.
I've only known one softball coach. You know, two basketball coaches. I mean, one boys basketball
Right.
coach. The continuation and the continuity that you've had on your staff, this has got to be unprecedented in high school, isn't it?
Well, it's very unique, and certainly I inherited, 99% of our staff, to be honest with you. I think it's one of the most important things ADs do is hire. And then the second most important thing I think ADs do is do what they can to retain. And we've been able to retain coaches here at Dallas Center Grimes, and a lot of that's due to the students themselves, and certainly the community has been nothing but supportive over the course of the last number of years. And so I got to give credit to Steve Watson. Steve did a phenomenal job of hiring most of our head coaches, and they're just such quality human beings, and I would say that's also true on our fine arts side. Our directors are unbelievable. Ann Frett's got some kids up right now at All-State speech, and when you're pumping 120 to 125 kids into a speech program, that's it's pretty unbelievable as well.
Wow,
So,
that is super impressive.
yeah.
Wait, I wanted to ask real quick too. We just got this new state-of-the-art facility right next door over here.
Right.
Talk a little bit about what kind of went into being able to make that happen, because I'll tell you what, folks, if you haven't seen it, I know it's all over Twitter and some of those places where you can kind of see what they've done, and they did some news spotlights on it, but talk about what kind of went into that, because that right there is a game changer
Right.
for this school, for the athletic departments here and things like that.
Yeah, and I know that's been a project that's been on the radar for a long time, and certainly before I got here. But when I came in here 5 years ago, that was one of the things I went to Scott Grimes with, and I said, hey, listen, if we're going to continue to grow, in our student population and work our way up to Class 4A in boys and in high level Class 4A with girls, we're going to need to do some things with that particular area, and the athletic performance is very, very important. It's kind of, I feel it's the kind of the hub of the wheel, so to speak.
Yeah.
Everything should run through that particular room, and we've got if not the best, one of the best strength training conditioning directors in the state of Iowa, with Coach Lewis and Coach Sump as his assistant, and we're very, very lucky to have what we have. And that was one of those things where once we got that on the scope of what we're trying to do facility wise, it was time to start looking at, okay, how are we going to fund it? And our booster club stepped up big time and pumped in $125,000 to get that thing started, and then the district followed suit and finished the drill, so to speak. So it's unbelievable, and any of our community members that have kids that are grades 11 and below are going to benefit from not only a tremendous program, but a tremendous facility, and that's what it's all about.
Right.
Hey, no doubt about it.
Hey, let's talk cake auction real quick. You
Yeah.
brought that with you from Ankeny, and how the last few years we've done really well with that. How'd it go this year?
Isn't that crazy? That's the craziest thing, and that was a $20,000 fundraiser right there this year, and cake auctions have been going around in the state of Iowa for actually close to 32 years. It originated in Muscatine, and from Muscatine, it just kind of traveled up the river to North Scott, Eldridge, and that's where I did all my coaching and teaching at was North Scott. And so I got a chance to be part of 15 different cake auctions, and we took it down to Fort Madison when I was the AD down there and started that, and then to Ankeny, and then over here to Dallas Center Grimes. And selling that fundraiser to the Booster Club is always an experience because they look at you like you're absolutely nuts to begin with, and then they just see how it goes. And for a 4-hour fundraiser to, I don't think we've raised anything less than $14,000 in less than 4 hours, and I think that's really a credit to the community and certainly to the Booster Club for staying with it. And I tell you what, how about them cakes? I mean, there were some unbelievable cakes this year, just from a design standpoint.
Yeah,
And there were some unbelievable bids this year too. I'll tell you what.
Well, half your coaching staff is buying state championship. There goes their entire salary for the year on one cake. It's like, man.
Yeah.
In the student section, they end up bidding them up. It's like, okay. Coach James is like, man, I need a different sport to coach them.
It's a great community event, and that's why we do it, and brings people together, and that's what makes it so much fun. So yeah.
So quickly, and I don't know if this is even something you can even comment on, but like boys sports, girls there's 5 classes, boys there's 4 classes. Since we're now in the large class, I'm somewhat bitter myself, I guess. I don't know if we belong in that class with the Waukees and the Johnstons. What's your thoughts on that? Do we need 5 classes in boys?
Yeah, I mean that's debatable. I think that first of all, our coaches and athletes handle that really well, and it's build me a schedule and we'll play over who we have in front of us. Is who we're going to play, and that's the mentality that you have to take into it. Would we benefit from 5 classes? Sure, we would benefit from 5 classes. But at the same time, I'm not in control of that decision, obviously, and that's a IHSAA decision. I don't think that they're going to consider 5 classes at this point in time, but if it ever did go to 5 classes, that bumps us back down to Class 4A for X number of years, and but I don't know. I guess the mentality is you got to be ready to go with whoever you're scheduled, and that's
no doubt.
And our coaches have done a great job with that, and our kids have done a great job, and they've appreciated the challenges as well. So
there's benefits, and there's benefits to that as well.
No doubt about it. Yep, iron sharpens iron.
Yep.
Iron sharpens iron.
That's right.
So
one other thing I want to say, Brent, is thank you so much for allowing us to do this stuff, man. I mean, to have the opportunity to be able to broadcast streams and the support that you've given myself, Pat, all those that have done on the football side and just for any of the sports, just want to say thank you so much, man. I mean, the opportunity has been great. It's been a lot of fun to do. And, without your guys' support on that side, it doesn't allow us to do what we do either. So thank you.
Yeah, well, I really appreciate that. And I tell you what, the work that Mike and Elle have done.
Oh, no doubt.
Behind the scenes.
Absolutely.
It's so fun to watch how far this program has come. Our live stream program over the course of the last 2 or 3 years, and I will tell you what, I've gotten texts from around the state of Iowa, and people know about the DCG stream and the professionalism that both you and Pat bring to the production from a positivity standpoint for both the visitors and our home team is recognized across the state, and really congratulations to you guys, and thank you for the amount of time that you put into this, because I know that's a lot of nights away from family as well. So thank you for that.
We appreciate that. Well, hey, everybody, that's Brent Butcher, the athletic director at Dallas Center Grimes High School.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Appreciate you guys.
For coming over. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Pat.
You bet.
Yep.
We got a second half of an amazing basketball game to get a chance to broadcast here, as both Knoxville and DCG are tied here at 25 points as we head into the second half. And it's always fun to get an opportunity to talk with Brent, man. He's all.
He cares. He cares a lot about the kids. He cares about the programs, and it's the right way. It's not always about winning. It's about the lessons learned, and some of those lessons are learned on the losing end of things. So here we go for round 2 of this great matchup right here.
Yeah, no doubt. And I'll tell you what, man, I've been super impressed with Abby Keechess, the freshman here at Knoxville, man, playing some great basketball. But also number 23, Hannah Duncan, who unfortunately just turned the ball over right there, having a big scoring night. But here we go. Mustangs working up. Oh, Devin Carlisle high off the glass, gets the bucket to fall with the foul, and has a chance at a three-point play, Pat.
Yeah, nothing better for a cure than a little bit of NyQuil right there, right? And is right there at the box. Nice job by Carlisle, but it's, again, set up on the defensive end of the floor.
And Carlisle misses the free throw. Rebound right there by Baycorn, and Keachess going to bring it up for Knoxville. So the Mustangs strike first, Pat.
Now the Mustangs, go into a defense of zone.
Well, timeout called by Knoxville, and Mustangs were in an aggressive 2-3, and they weren't ready. And coach like, nope, real quick.
Yeah, and there's no better time. There's no sense of going out there and turning it over once or twice or whatever the case is, and then make your change. You got plenty of timeouts. Get after it and get after it.
Well, hey, I'm going to give a shout out again to our game sponsor tonight. Matt and Melissa Jansen. We want to say thank you because without your help tonight, Pat and I wouldn't be up here doing our thing. And Matt and Melissa have been a part of the DCG School District since 2002, and they love supporting all the athletic activities, kids, coaches, teachers, and staff. They were even lucky enough to coach a few of these DCG senior girl basketball players. The senior class of men and women are pretty special, and we're all lucky to be able to witness their awesome abilities and sportsmanship. We unfortunately can't be here tonight to cheer them in person, but they are watching live stream. So, Matt and Melissa, thank you so much. And, man, we've been in for a good one so far tonight.
And here's your chess game. Now you go right from that zone. You cause that timeout. You did exactly what you wanted to do, and then you go right back to your man-to-man.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, somebody who's had some success in the threes, Boutel. And she, another turnover right here for Knoxville, back-to-back on back-to-back possessions. It's going to be important now for the Mustangs to capitalize and start to separate a little bit because Knoxville, man, they're sticking around, Pat.
The longer you have life, and you look at, there's been 4 or 5 shots that have been put up off the glass that have been very, very close to going in, and you don't want it to come down to the end of the game and have one of them slop shots go in.
Yeah, pass in. Good ball movement. Carlisle for 3, fires, misses. Oh, man, rebound right there by Addison Duncan. And Keachess is going to bring it up, forces it up. Nice jump shot there, and I'll tell you what, she is on fire, and that's Anna Boutel.
Yeah,
ties that up at 27.
You got to know who your shooters are.
Bickford at the top of the key, fires for 3, misses. Foul is going to be called on Lampy, it looks like. And it looks like Boutel was under the basket. I don't know, there may have been some pushing going on, but the foul called on Lampy, and that'll be her second of the game. And Knoxville now has a chance to go up and put a lead up here as we have a 27-27 game with 6:35 left here in the second.
Nice D right there. I like the chance.
It up. Boutel, who's been hot, fires, hits another one. That's 3 threes right there for Boutel.
Yeah, you got to identify the shooters, and you know exactly who they are. They've been leading the team the whole time.
Well, I'm just going to tell you this, Pat. She's shooting 18% from 3 this season.
Yeah, well,
she's
she's
3 for
like
3 right here.
She's shooting 100% today, and that's all that matters. Got a turnaround.
Oh, man. Turnover right there. Addison Duncan able to knock it away. Up 3 already. Knoxville looking to come down and add to their own lead here.
Nothing has changed defensively. You keep your defensive pressure.
Rebound Bickford is Duncan takes it all the way in, comes up short. Carlisle able to control it, gets it up, puts it in. 29-30.
All the little light contact that we've had, we don't get any harm on that one right there. Pretty tough.
Keachess at the top, guarded by Bickford. Gets it over to Duncan. Duncan's going to go left. That's just easy points right there.
See, she took her right to the right. You got to go on the other side and force her to the defense. You got to force her into the middle.
Yeah, no help defense on that side. Lampy's going to try to get it in to Johansson. It's tipped away. Turnover.
Oh,
you got Baycorn, and that's going to be
that's
what
back. Pressure does right there. Get that pressure. You had that right there. We got to have a good offensive. We haven't, the ability to pass the ball in. It's been a little bit tentative, and I think this is one of the things you look. It's like, all right, you fake pass that thing and throw some bullets in there, and let's get after it.
Meyer checks in for Lampy. Now the Mustangs going to see what they can do. That 2-3 or 2-1-2 zone. Rice for 3 is going to miss. Rebound by Carlisle. And she's going to touch it off the glass. And Devin Carlisle's on fire.
Right.
Putting up some points
She's
for the
been
Mustangs.
one of the kids all year that this is the type of game that she will excel in.
Yeah, the junior transfer from Urbandale been a big part of the Mustang success this year. Bickford tips it away. Meyer comes down with it. And the freshman's going to take it up and in, and the Mustangs take the lead back.
And that is not an easy layup. They think it's a wide open layup. There's no such thing as a wide open layup in there when you got it all up front.
Tell you what, man, this game has just been fantastic. Both teams just back and forth, and that's an offensive foul by Brittany Bacorn.
Yeah, that one, I saw that set up right there, and it was kind of coming through. The defender came through and actually laid a shoulder into. That was the right call.
Yeah, Brittany's not going to be very happy about that, and she's not, but I think when she goes back and looks at tape, she'll see there was a little contact there. Mustangs will get the ball. Gets it out to Rice. She passes on to three, gets it to Meyer. She'll fire from three. Misses. Johansson with the rebound. Takes it, puts it back up and in.
Now
That's another big rebound.
It's power time right now. You get that power ball.
Now the Mustangs back. We are now up three after Knoxville was up three. I mean, it's just a lot of back and forth, man. Some fun basketball right here. Keachess is going to give it up. And that's Prevost trying to find somebody to get it to. Does get it to Bacorn. Bacorn's trying to find a way. Gets it up to Boutel, who's just been on fire for Knoxville. Gets it right. Three-pointer fired and good for Bacorn. We got a tie ball game. I'll tell you what.
Right at the buzzer.
Knoxville cannot miss for three. I'll tell you, man, they're shooting a very high percent. Rice passes on another three.
She's got to be willing to take those shots right there.
Nice ball fake. Gets it right out to Johansson. Gets it into Bickford. Bickford takes it up. Misses. Rebound right there by Duncan. Gets it back to Keachess, and she's going to bring it up. I wonder what the thought process for Rice is. I'm surprised. She's passed up on more threes. Foul's going to be called on Bickford, and that's going to put Bacorn at the line to shoot two. Interesting, Pat. I mean, we're seeing a lot of different things going on both sides of the ball for both teams right here.
Right now, it's mental. It's not a physical thing. It's mental. I mean, you know, you've got a lot of high energy going right now in the black shirts with the Panthers. And I think the white shirts of the Mustangs are stunned a little bit. They expected this to be maybe a 10-point game right now where it's a lot easier.
Yeah,
these kids came to play.
Yeah, they did, Pat. You're right. All right, checking in is Anderson and Duncan for Knoxville, and Tess Jones and Sydney Miller for the Mustangs. Bacorn puts the second and buries it. Knoxville up two. .251 left here in the third quarter, and we've got a tight one, folks. Panthers up 37-35. Mustangs with possession. Tipped right there by Duncan. Meyer able to come back with it. Gets it in to Bickford. Fires out to Rice. Passes up on the three to Meyer. Little floater. Doesn't go in. Bickford and Anderson get tied up going for the rebound, and Knoxville able to come away with it.
I like the no foul there. Let the girls play.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Pat, for sure. Keachess gets it to Duncan at the top. Gets it off to her sister. Cross-court pass to Keachess. She's going to fire for three. She buries a three. 40-35 Knoxville lead.
There's no panic right here. You don't need threes. Get a basket.
Yeah, the energy right here for Knoxville is just unbelievable.
We have to penetrate that zone.
Rice for three, fires. Boom! Shakalaka! That's a three-pointer for Kayla Rice. Careful, Kayla.
That might be the biggest shot she's had in a long time right there.
Has to be careful, though. She does not need a foul right here. She's got two. It's easy for the emotions to get on you. And Keachess able to get it in to Duncan. Cross-court pass to her sister, Addison.
There you go.
And there it is. Rice tips it away. And guess what? Oh, she misses the layup.
That's what I would just said on the loud. You think it's an easy shot. Those are not easy shots when you're all the way by yourself. Fatigue and everything.
Rose at cross court. Duncan for three. Fire. Buries another one.
Oh, my God.
Knoxville cannot miss from three right now. It is unbelievable what we're seeing from the Panthers from behind the
You
arc.
got to get out and guard. Take your two.
Gets it over to Meyer. Myers ball fakes. Gets it in right there to Bickford. Fires. 3 points easy for the
Right
Mustangs.
there.
It's all going to come down to stops right now.
That's right. It is. And I would assume that maybe those threes don't go in the in the fourth quarter, but we'll see. They're falling right now.
Got about a 9-second difference on the shot clock to game clock.
No fouls.
Keith
Reset
coming around. Guarded by Rice at the top. Nice job. Oh, Miller almost. Duncan fires. Misses. Rebound Jones. 7
Plenty of
seconds.
time. Plenty of time.
Oh, nice job by Macy Meyer. A little floater to end. The Mustangs are going to be down one at the end of the third period. 43-42.
Wow, this is
We've
what
got
you
a
hope
shootout.
for right here. But how about the freshman right there? Easy, easy, easy.
Yeah, under
a
control.
nice little floater right there. No moment too big. That type of thing. That's a big-time shot. Or, you know what's going right for the Panthers right now? Really, it's everything right now for the Panthers. I mean, the shots are going in. There's kids that are going through there and making shots. I don't know if they've made that many in an entire season, but they're going in today. So the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union is proud to champion the Iowa Girl. Thank you for joining us to support young women in athletics and ensuring that they continue to walk down every main street in every town with their held just as high, their head just as high as any boy out there. And that's really the way it should. And I'll tell you, no matter what happens right here today, both of these teams, when they leave, they can your head is held high, no doubt about it.
Yeah, both these teams playing great basketball right now. Knoxville up one, 43-42. I'll tell you what, man, I was not expecting this. But I'll tell you what, this is what you want to see, man, in a Region 7-4 basketball game is Knoxville coming in and making DCG earn it. If they're going to win, they're going to earn it. If
That's
not,
right.
man, Knoxville's going to come in and take it from you. Mustangs going to have to be careful.
It's time for that crowd to get into it like they are right now, and they're going to need the crowd right here to get after this thing. So let's get after it, Mustangs.
And I'm going to be telling Kayla Rice not to be giving up on open three looks. I want her shooting.
There it
she
is, right there.
Going to be a little short. Miller with the rebound. Turns it, fires. That's a big bucket. Sydney Miller gives the Mustangs a lead, 44-43.
And good for Sydney Miller. That's a perfect spot. You get that rebounding up. Now you got to defend, and nothing's going to be easy.
The student section now coming alive. The crowd coming alive. Man, this is pretty spectacular, I have to say, Pat.
And
Mustangs working through it. Miller
got to be
back to
strong with that ball.
gets it down to Lampy right there. Cross
There's a
goes
good
to Rice.
This is a game right now. Johansson has to be in the game.
Miller fires. Misses. Rebound, Keachess. Knoxville looking to see if they can get themselves back up. Mustangs needing another stop here. Keachess working her way around. Gets it up right there to Baycorn. Back to Keachess for three. Fires. They actually miss a three-pointer for James.
That's what you're thinking, all right? Are they going to make them all the time?
And Miller, tough, knocked away by the Mustangs. And now Coach Jones is saying press time.
Yeah.
Johansson checking in for the Mustangs. And it looks like Addie Duncan checking in. Sydney Miller going to check out for DCG.
I like this. Now let's see if we can speed the game up a little bit. You've got the athletes.
And it is.
All it takes sometimes is just to show the pressure.
Unfortunately, a bad pass equals turnover for Knoxville. Mustangs now with the ball up one. This game's far from over, folks, man. Hopefully everybody is at home, edge of their seat.
I know I
We got
am.
a good one right here.
Almost every pass every pass should have a fake. Every pass should have something to get that defense going the other direction.
Nice job by Johansson just to get the ball back. Bickford for three at the top. Boom! Shakalaka! That's a three-pointer by Vanessa Bickford at the top of the key right there. Puts the Mustangs up 4, Pat.
Biggest defensive possession of the game right now for the Mustangs. That's a double dribble right there.
That is a double dribble.
Yep, that is exactly right. Now, if that would have gone off of the defender, she would have been able to pick that up and go, but she brought it off her own leg, and she is a big time, great timeout right here. The crowd is in it. It is raucous here.
Yeah, the coach is like it was a tip ball. It was tipped, but she continued to dribble, picked it up, and then dribbled again. That's why the double dribble was called. So I know where the coach is coming from there, but, you know, she continued to dribble and then picked the ball up. If she would have just grabbed it when it was tipped and then went, she would have been okay.
Right. Yeah, gosh, you know, here we go. I mean, it really comes down to the defensive side for the Mustangs. I'll tell you this, whoever wins this game is going to be an impressive win for each team right here, whoever wins this right here. But as we look at this offensive possession, the clock, we're not running clock. We're getting that first good shot. If that's a three, you take it. That three just seems right now, if you can get that three-pointer, the Mustangs, to go 50-43, it almost seems like that would be enough to propel the Mustangs to victory.
I'll tell you what, Pat, this is where the senior leadership of the Mustangs is going to come into play. You got 6:01 left in the fourth quarter of the Class 4A Region 4 semifinal against a very good Knoxville team who has come to play, and 4 points is not enough. We've seen it from both teams tonight. Both have been up 4 multiple times and have given up that lead. This is a big possession for DCG right here.
You got Rice, the senior, Bickford, the senior, Lampy, the senior, Johansson, the senior, Milena Elliott, the senior. That's what's going to propel them right here.
Rice for three, deep fire is going to be deep off the rim. Rebound, the freshman Jones. Timeout, Coach Jones. Tess was trying to look around, but that was a really good timeout by Coach Jones right there.
He's got all 4 timeouts left. Plenty of great time and great job by both. And you go back and look at that one right there. We got 2 girls on that rebound right there, and we're going to get that. That was an important rebound. We need to score.
Well, I want to call out too. I mean, Tess Jones being a freshman on the court, you know, it's easy right there to maybe just turn and throw. And she didn't. She turned again, didn't see anything, held on to the ball. Very easy to get caught up in that and turn. So nice job by her, and gives Coach Jones, her dad, the opportunity to call a timeout, which is exactly what they need. Now they can set up the offense. They still have 31 seconds left on the shot clock, Pat.
Yeah, so, I mean, plenty to do. And sometimes right here is your best offense because you got 3 defenders in the middle right there. We should be wide open on the outside.
They do. They fire to Tess in the corner. She doesn't take it. She's going to dribble through. Oh, knocked away. And Johansson with the hustle knocks it back over. You got just a little back-to-back.
Yeah, that's right. The defense now is just killer right now. Let's go.
Gets it into Lampy, fires out to Rice. Kicks out to Bickford, who fires.
That's
from
money.
Oh,
God,
just a little deep. Bickford able to get her own rebound, though. Dribbles back out. Nice job by Vanessa. Just, hey, let's set everything back up. Let's settle down.
You want to win? You got to shoot the ball.
Johansson turns and fires off the back rim. Rebound by Bacorn. Knoxville now bringing it up with Keychess. Turns and goes, and that's knocked out by, looked like it might have been off Lampy, but it looked like it was off Boutel at the last second.
It was off of Lampy, then it was off Boutel. That was.
Well, I'll tell you what, for those at home, if Boutel would have figured it was not off of her, she would have been down here.
Yeah.
She totally ticked off, but she dribbled down. She's like, all right, it was on me.
Right.
It was on me.
She knew, and that's fine. But this is, you have to extend the lead. You got to make this a 2-possession game. The way Knoxville has been knocking the threes down, you got to make this a 2-possession game.
Yeah, even if it's a 2-pointer, we need to get a bucket here. Cross court to Lampy. Going to dribble back out to Carlisle, who's checked back in the game. Johansson passes on it over to Carlisle, to Rice. Good job by the Mustangs. 10 seconds left. Bickford takes it in, doesn't get it. Nice rebound by
Trapper
Anderson.
right there.
It's going to be out on Lampy. Means Knoxville retained possession, but tell you what, man, the Mustangs putting a lot of pressure on right now.
Yeah,
Can
and
Knoxville
you have to,
handle
right?
that pressure?
Yeah, they did, and you have to put pressure on right now. So now Johansson sitting in the back, waiting for somebody to come over and get that ball, receive it. Watch her come back up. They drop right back into that man. There you go.
Ooh, Johansson almost got that. Going to be cross out. Addison with the three, misses. Lampy pulls it down. Up to Rice. Rice going around. Gets it up to Lampy at the top of the key. Back over to Bickford. Rice now at the top. Just going to hopefully set things up. Gets it right in. Over to Bickford. She'll fire for three. That's going to be off. And that's going to be off Johansson right there. So Knoxville, the Mustangs just missing here, but that bucket is eluding them to put them up two possessions.
It's both on both sides of the ball right now. I don't know what's been scored in this quarter. Not much.
Yeah, this is a battle, folks. Carlisle.
That's
Call that off to Devin Carlisle.
See, in the college game, they would be going to the monitor on that one right there.
Yeah, and that's tough. There was not an official really there to see.
Right.
But really nice effort by Devin Carlisle right there. Now you got Bakhorn to inbound. It's going to get it into Duncan. And Hannah is going to try to dribble up. Guarded by Carlisle. Able to get cross.
Yep,
It's
that was
going to
a
be
foul.
bumped
There's
right
no
there.
doubt.
Yeah, Aubrey bumped her.
And that's where you got to see that coming like 20 feet sooner, but it's just so hard to get out there and cover those up.
Hannah Duncan going to go to line to shoot two here. See if she can close the gap to 2 points. Misses the first. That's the difference, Pat, between running and getting to a spot and trailing, trying to get to the spot.
Right,
and that's why
absolutely.
that foul's called.
84% free throw shooter on the year.
Yeah, she missed the first. Buries the second. We got a 3-point game, folks. 47-44. 3:32 left here in the fourth quarter. This has just been a barn burner, Pat.
God, it's a great game right here. 3 minutes, 20 seconds remain.
Carlisle jump shot. Gets the roll on the iron. And the Mustangs 49-44.
Now, stop that right there.
Gets it up to Duncan. Hannah.
That's a good.
Gonna turn. Oh, man, what an effort by both players right there. That was Boutel and Lampy on the floor right there.
You want to go to the state tournament, you got to get your knees bloody.
Cross to Lampy, gets it over to Rice. She's going to pass it up.
Oh, don't dribble in the corner.
And gets it right back up to Carlisle, over to Bickford. Over to
right
Johansson.
now, Devin Carlisle, everything can go through.
Rice for three, misses, rebound Lampy, and she's going to be fouled by Hannah Duncan under the basket. That'll be their first foul of the fourth quarter.
You want to talk about toughness and tough kids. Lampy right now with probably the best and the toughest minute that she's played all season long with the steal down here and that board.
Out to Lampy. She's going to fire for three. She's going to miss. It's going to go off three Mustang hands only to end up in Kayla Rice's. And now the Mustangs are just going to try to work the ball in. I would work on burning a little clock here. You're up 5. Johansson's just going to fire three. Rebound Lampy. She's going to put it up and gets the roll off the iron. What a play by Josie Lampy. And with that bucket, she gets the opportunity at a 3-point play.
I cannot say enough of the toughness and the grit that Josie Lampy has had in this last probably 1 minute right here. If you've ever got a highlight reel of what you want people to know what you're all about on the court, that minute right there represents her entire career.
Man, Matt, Melissa Jansen, I hope you're at home enjoying this as much as we are. We can't say thank you enough for your game sponsorship tonight so we can broadcast this game because it's been a great one, man. Knoxville has come in, and they have played their hearts out tonight. These Lady Panthers are balling. The Mustangs have come out playing their heart out. Our Lady Mustangs balling, and we've got a 51-44 game and 2:11 left, Pat. That's still a lot of time left in this game. Both teams could still make something happen. The Mustangs know another basket is probably going to be a big basket here. Knoxville needs the first basket here to try to cut into this lead. This has just been a fantastic game.
You're sending all 5 girls to the defensive boards no matter what. There is no layups. There's no such thing right now as a wide open layup. You're going to earn it at the free throw line. I'm taking the fouls all day long. You come in, you're going to get whacked for sure. And Matt Jansen, he's probably proud. He probably taught some of these kids how to dive on the floor like that one right there.
Yeah, you got the starters for both teams on the court with 2:11 left, and Lampy shooting a free throw. It's going to be short. It's going to be rebounded right there by Boutel, and she's coming up fast. She's going to give it up to Addison Duncan, who's going to swing around.
Ooh, got it. That's great D right there.
There's Mr. Hannah Duncan with the ball, going to cross court to Boutel. Oh, man, look at that.
There's
Johansson with the steal.
Look out behind.
Rice is just going to pull it back. Really nice job.
Time and score.
Foul's going to be called right there on Keachess with 1:40 left. 51-44 Mustang lead. Really great job defensively right there by Aubrey Johansson.
Yeah, absolutely. She's lived at the state tournament in basketball. She's lived there in softball. And hopefully she's going to get a couple more of them before her career is done.
All right, here we go. Rice now taking the ball from Carlisle.
You
Gives it
got
up
to get out
to
there
Bickford.
and foul. If you're the Panthers, you got to go foul. You don't have enough time.
Rice at the top.
Now at 20 seconds, I mean, you got to go ahead and let it go. But, man, you're wasting a lot of time here. There's a lot of game.
Yeah, I would be out there.
You still have a foul to give. I do not understand this. You got a foul to give.
Bickford's going to stop and pop. Boom! Shakalaka! That's a big three-pointer from Vanessa Bickford. And that's the first double-digit lead of the game for any team. And that's going to be a timeout right there for Knoxville.
Knoxville, they have played the best game. There is no question they left their best game on the court here tonight, no matter what happened.
No doubt about it.
This is a no-doubter. If this team played the way they are right now, they would have won the conference. They finished third in their conference. But you know what? That's why you play the game right here.
Hey, man, you come into this level, of this part of the season, you know, you get into these semifinal games, man, the regular season's out the door, man. Anything can happen. And Knoxville, man, they came in. They were leading by 1 at the end of the third quarter, folks. Mustangs now 54-44. Man, the Mustangs they poured it out, man. They've done a really good job. They've hit some big shots. And, you know, kudos to our Lady Mustangs, man, for getting it done. But I can't give it up enough to what Knoxville's been able to do. But 59.9 seconds left in this fourth quarter. And I can't tell you how proud I am of these Lady Mustangs and what they've done tonight.
You know, and this is something that they had to go out and earn. This was not a given thing. This was just about ready to be taken from them, and it still could be at this point. And my hat's off big time to those Panthers out there right now.
All right, here we go. Inbound to Keith.
One foul for the Mustangs. So if you're going to foul, you foul before they get in the act of shooting.
Carlisle tips it away. Turnover. And the Mustangs right here.
Right now. You got to foul right now.
They're going to get it up to Carlisle. Gets it over to Bickford, and that's going to be a foul by Duncan.
Now they still have one to give. Well, their next one will be bonus. This is probably this new rule, Brad, where it really helps the game because now they'd have to give 2 more fouls in the previous. So
yeah, but Knoxville should have fouled sooner.
They should have. There's
time.
No doubt.
And that'll be a foul, but send Macy Meyer to the line. Foul right there by Addison Duncan. And hey, while we've got everybody's attention, man, I got to give it up for the Knoxville Panthers seniors. So let's give it up right here let's see if I could say it. And it's Tila Dejaw, Natalie Collins, Anna Boutel, Brittany Bacorn, Braylee Madison, and Anna Anderson, all seniors playing their last game right here on the court tonight. Macy Meyer hits the second free throw. And I just got to say, I'm super impressed with this Knoxville team, but we wish those seniors nothing but the best. They played hard, had a great season this year getting to this point. Outstanding season for Knoxville. We definitely want to give a shout out to the seniors.
Well, you go back and watch some of the fun that they had when they were playing. That one kid hit the three, and it was like, this is the greatest thing in the world. The feeling that you get when you're right there, it's got to be invigorating right there.
Yeah, and Johansson.
And she had that.
Yeah,
she had that.
Johansson with the foul.
You want to play your best games at the end of the year, right? There's no question that they were able to do that for sure.
All right, timeout call, 23.8 seconds left.
Students involved in educational activities often have many healthier behaviors leading to better physical and mental health. The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and the National Federation of State and High School Associations thanks you for your support of student athletes across Iowa.
Hey, just for everybody to know on kind of what's next here. So 23.8 seconds left in this game. Mustangs up 12. Mustangs will get the win tonight. They're going to be back here at home Tuesday night playing the winner of the Pella Ballard game. And we're going to see if we can get any updates on that score, and we'll pass that along to you. But that's the next game that we're going to see here Tuesday night at home. The winner of the Pella Ballard game that's going on right now. We'll try to get an updated score for you. Knoxville to inbound here. It's going to be Hannah Duncan. Gets it into Baycorn. Tipped away right there by Vanessa Bickford. Knoxville will retain possession with 19.3 seconds left. Tell you what, this is just a heck of a fourth quarter, Pat. I'll tell you, man.
I don't know if you can physically and mentally play 4 quarters, both sides, both girls, both teams, like they just played.
I'll tell you what, nice effort right there by Keaches. Goes left side, tries to go left hand, blocked by Bickford. Out of bounds. Knoxville to retain possession, 11.8 seconds left. And Keaches is going to knock it out on Bickford. And Knoxville will get the opportunity to inbound again.
Keaches made 3 3-pointers all season, 8%.
Gets it out. Addison for 3, misses, rebound Bickford, and they will just dribble it out, and that will be it. But let me just say this, folks. There should be a standing ovation by both teams because both played outstanding basketball. The Mustangs come away with a big win at home, 56-44 over the Knoxville Panthers. But I'll tell you what, really impressed with black and gold over there. Came in and played a heck of a basketball game. Our Lady Mustangs, though, fourth quarter, Pat, when it counted, they came out and they balled out and were able to come away with a big 12-point win tonight.
Yeah,
super
Rice,
proud.
Rice, Bickford, Lampy, Johansson, Elliott, 5 seniors right there. Those are the ones that brought everything back. I mean, this team has been at the state tournament 3 straight years. You know, some of these kids that have been on these seniors have been there 3 straight years. That has led to just the composure and the ability to every possession isn't that big. It's not that small.
Yep.
Try to keep it even.
All right, everybody, make sure you stay tuned, man. We're going to have Coach Jones and Vanessa Bickford joining us here shortly. But real quick, we're going to play a commercial for the Iowa Girls Athletic Association. Then Pat and I will be back. We'll talk a little postgame as we get ready for Coach Jones and Vanessa to join us live.
The score of any game is generally forgotten over time.
But the actions of players, coaches, and fans are remembered.
Sportsmanship is an attitude that can have a positive influence on everyone around you.
In the stands and on the court.
How do you want to be remembered?
Support your team positively and enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
The score of any game is generally forgotten over time.
The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union encourages positive behavior.
Pride, respect, leadership, and sportsmanship on the court and in the stands.
Remember what a great privilege it is to see your team compete.
Thank you for your attendance. Enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
right, everybody. Welcome back, man. What an absolutely phenomenal basketball game we just had here at the Meadows Gym as the Mustangs pull away in the fourth quarter to get a big 56-44 victory against a very talented, very aggressive, very in-the-moment game for the Knoxville Lady Panthers. Man, it was just a great game from start to finish. I know the score shows 12 points, but folks, don't let that score fool you because Knoxville was in this the entire way tonight, Pat.
Yeah, this was not over until probably 30 seconds left to go in the game. I mean, that's how. Can you imagine if we had a boys' game right now?
Oh my gosh, it would just be nuts. Thank goodness we don't. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick here, folks, we got to give it up to Matt and Melissa Jansen, man. They were the ones that sponsored tonight's stream, allowed us to broadcast this incredible game, and I hope you guys, Matt and Melissa, enjoyed the game as much as we did because I'll tell you what, you sponsored a great one tonight. Matt and Melissa Jansen have been have been in the DCG school district since 2002, and they love supporting all the activities, kids, coaches, teachers, and staff that they can. They were even lucky enough, I would say Matt was lucky enough to coach a few of these senior DCG girl basketball players. The senior class of men and women are pretty special, and we are all lucky to be able to witness all of their awesome abilities and sportsmanship. We unfortunately can't be here to cheer in person on Saturday, but we'll be watching the live stream. Go Mustangs. Again, have to give it up for Matt and Melissa Jansen. And I just got handed a phone with the live stream in Pella. The Lady Dutch are up 57-55.
24 seconds remain. 23.4 remain.
23.4
seconds. Pella with the ball right now underneath the hoop. Got to go a long way, so they're fouling.
Wow.
Ballard's fouling right now.
Good game in Pella as well as Ballard comes into the number 3 versus number 2 seeds.
Yeah.
Going at it right there in Pella. We'll see how that one finishes up here. With the amount of time left, man, it's definitely in Pella's favor. We'll see how that goes down. And if Pella is able to close that game out, they will come here to face our Lady Mustangs on Tuesday night. Pat and I will be here for that one. I don't know if we've got a sponsor yet for that one. If you're interested, please reach out to the DCG Booster Club. Let them know that you would love to sponsor the stream so we can give you guys the shout-outs and kudos because Pat and I want to be here Tuesday night for that game, man.
Absolutely.
That's going to be a baller one. And the winner of that game is going to go to the well to have the opportunity to play for a state title this year. And tell you what, man, if this team happens to be able to make it back to Wells Fargo for the 4th straight year, we tell you what, man, that's going to be an outstanding feat in itself, Pat.
Yeah, I mean, you have to understand gold standard, all the different things that happen within the game, within the season, injuries, illness, and all these different things that can derail you, attitudes, effort. I mean, there's just so many things, and it's very impressive. Any team, no matter what sport it is, able to go to the state tournament in any sport, whatever they choose, once, let alone twice, 3 times, 4 times, is absolutely unheard of.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, it just goes to show not just the level and the ability of the players that are here, but the coaching staff and everything that that's a whole thing that goes on. And we've been really fortunate to have some great coaches on boys and girls side, but to also be able to have the players to be able to come up through the program and been able to do what they do out there has been special. And I'll tell you what's going to be special is having Coach Jones and Vanessa up here in a few seconds, Pat. And we were talking earlier about some of those players that have just been impact for Mustang programs. And I know you did a little bit of homework on that. Would love for you to kind of share some of your findings and talk about the gold standard.
Yeah. So, when you talk about, Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady's and the Troy Aikmans and these guys that are really, really great, what gets them, these are generational people. So it kind of, I went through and I kind of look at, the Mustangs and Phillies and Mustangs and what they've been about over the last years. And I've been around for a little while, but I had to get some, some help from some of the coaches too, because everybody can get through there. So let's talk, wrestling real quick, gold standard, and that entire Volker family.
Yeah.
I mean, that's your wrestling elite right there. We look at baseball. Tyler Payton was gold standard. Tony Watson played professionally, as did Tyler. That's gold standard. In the volleyball, Brittany Reed, Beth Disher. We go back a long ways right there. Soccer, Morgan Lefevre. I remember she used to live right down the street from us, and she was a junkyard dog, man. She was everywhere. Then no fear. Avery Corshing, Elenia Bartek right now playing for the Mustangs right now. Track and field. Now you start looking at this track and field. Madison Waymeyer, 16 medals at state, won the 800 twice, 2 first place medals, 10 second place, just unbelievable. And then Kylie Lahaz, Tatum Jorgensen, track and field. And then you start looking at the boys. You look at Aiden Ramsey. He was big time. Jamie Leonard, big time. You look at softball, who is a gold standard in softball, and you start looking at Casey Slofke. She was gold standard. You look at
here, Vanessa.
Paige Lowry, Rachel Lowry, both gold standard as well.
Should be able to slide in and get everybody, hopefully everybody in frame here.
Absolutely.
We're going to see here.
He's going to go visit family here real quick. But then we get to basketball. So now we're talking, Vanessa, we're talking gold standard of all these people that are out here. Tyler Elliman, Cole Glasgow, gold standard. I mean, if you're gonna put a picture, a poster out there of who's there, who's going to be on that poster right now?
Hey, Pat, real quick.
All right.
We got 4.3 seconds. Pella's up 60-58. Shooting free throws. I don't know how many free throws are left here. I'm just seeing this. Buries one. Well, she buries a second one. It's a game. She misses this, though. There's a Hail Mary chance here, folks. Let's see here.
There we
buries
go.
the second. Two big free throws. Is going to get Pella a big
gonna
dub.
be Pella. So
Is up by 4.
there you keep that to yourself. Here we go. Yes, we are.
Let's go ahead and slide in. It's okay.
So, Coach Jones, we're just talking gold standard. We got through everybody that we talked about a little bit earlier. Get close to your player there.
All right.
We can get us all in screen here.
We good?
Yeah, we're good.
So now we just got to basketball, gold standard basketball.
Okay.
So here's what we're talking. We're talking Ashton Yassi. We're talking Jordan Cunningham, Danny Heritage, Emma Miner. You remember Emma?
Yep. Yeah, I do.
Aaron Goldsmith. But we also have added one to that sheet in our own Vanessa Bickford. And I think if you look at what you have accomplished as a DCG basketball player, 3 trips to the state tournament, a championship, a Final Four, all-time games. You got to be on the poster, and it's all for hard work and dedication and commitment and everything that you've done. And one of those years you played with a broken foot.
Yep.
So, I mean, toughness, I mean, you just can't keep her off the poster right now.
And after this game, you're not done yet, man. You're one more game away from maybe getting to the well one more time, right?
Yep.
Let's talk about this game tonight real quick, because holy smokes, man. Knoxville came to play tonight, am I right?
Yeah, they did.
Holy cow. So what was the key for you guys? Down 1 going into the 4th quarter. What was the key? I mean, you guys were in that huddle down there. Talk us through what was the difference maker to allow you to flip that switch?
Well, first off, I think our bench had so much energy, and that was contagious to us on the floor. And we focused a lot on our defense tonight. We needed to get as many offensive rebounds as we could, and we focused on that a lot in the 4th quarter, and just playing good, solid defense and working the ball on offense.
Man, I'll tell you what, Coach, you had to been biting on the nails down there.
It's. I knew we were going to get their best shot, and anytime you get to this time of year, it's never easy. So when you talk about how many wins Vanessa's been a part of, and you realize games like this happen, and it's never easy. So we kind of have maybe people think we're just automatically going to win games, but it's never easy. So we knew going into the game it was going to be tough. They shot extremely well for 3 quarters.
Yeah, they did.
And then they didn't shoot as well in the 4th quarter, and we started shooting a little bit better in the 4th quarter. We got some stops, kind of got them to play a little bit more frantic in the 4th quarter, and they started coughing it up a little bit, and we got some big old boards and made some big plays.
Yeah, Abby Keachus, 3 for 35 for 3 on the year. I think she had 4 of them today.
Number 20, what was she? Because she had some big shots tonight, too.
There were some big shots all around for them. I mean,
she had actually at 17, but she's an 18% three-point shooter.
She had about 4.
She had like 50% today. I mean, but that's what you run into this time of year. You never know what's going to happen on a given night, and that's what makes winning so hard to do.
It is.
So obviously we don't want you guys to tip any hats for Tuesday, but talk a little bit about playing a team for the third time, knowing that that win's going to get you to go to the Wells Fargo. But in your mind, Vanessa, I mean, what does that preparation look like for you? I mean, what are you thinking about? What are you going to be talking with the girls about when you start looking at, man, we got Pella and you're not just 3 times in a season, but 3 times within what, 4 weeks?
3.
Yeah.
3 weeks.
21 days.
I mean, that's ridiculous. You know, I was talking with Pat that the boys had to do it 2 years ago when they went to state. They had to beat Newton 3 times, but they didn't have to play Newton 3 times in 21 days. So what is that as you're kind of thinking about that stuff? And then we'll ask Coach Jones.
I think a big part of us preparing for that game is like we kind of have to forget about the first 2 games and go in like we haven't played them yet. Just give them our best. Obviously, we're gonna focus a lot and have good practices, and just switch up a few things and play as good as we can.
That's it right there. What do you think, Coach?
I agree. I mean, we know them very well. They know us very well. There's no secrets. You just got to go out and play. I think we learned a little bit tonight on the fact that you are going to see their best. We're going to see the best Pella team we've seen all year, and they're going to see the best DCG team they've seen all year, and it's just going to come down to who executes better. So we just got to make sure we know what we're doing, know our scouting report, and execute.
Yeah, and some of it really is, you've got the physical aspects, but the mental aspect of it, the composure aspect of it. Not, Devin Carlisle comes in here and hit a couple huge shots in that fourth quarter, and it was, Sydney Miller did the same thing. It was just not everybody's doing this, and then the freshman Macy Meyer right at the end of the third quarter comes in and just very softly just puts it in. And I think we were down by 1 at the going into the fourth quarter.
Well,
that was a huge basket.
About offensive rebounds too. I think Aubrey she had a couple of those one-handed ones where she goes out and she's pulling those down like she's been catching footballs out in the backyard or whatever. So
and probably
big team effort tonight.
the best 90 seconds out of Lampy that I have seen all year, with the dive down here and the steal, down here, you get the basket, then you get the rebound, then all these things, when you can get some of that momentum going, man, it's contagious. That thing is contagious, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep, definitely. I mean, I think that we had a lot of girls make big plays. I mean, you talk about Macy. Macy came off. She's been sitting on the bench for a while. Came in and hit 2 big free throws, and there's a lot of plays and made by a lot of girls, and which is how you win 18, 20 games a year.
Well, that's how you get to the state tournament. I mean, it's that effort right there. You're going to need all of that on Tuesday night. So I know that there's going to be a lot of work that goes into that. But talk about this ride. I know we had you on Senior Spotlight, but your ride's not done yet. But think a little bit about this year, man. I mean, what's this been like for you, man? Is it come into focus yet, or are you still like, holy smokes, this is unbelievable, or what?
It's getting real. I think now that the season's, coming closer to an end, obviously we're going to keep going as far as we can. But now that I'm a senior and knowing that when it's over, it's getting real to me. And I'm really thankful for every single team I've been able to play with. And I'm excited for what we can do the rest of the year.
I got no doubt. I mean, I think in the fourth quarter, and Pat and I were talking about on stream, man, the senior leadership you guys threw down, that were on the floor down there, when you guys, I mean, you could just see the experience does matter when you get into some of those key games. And you guys have got players down there that have that experience. I mean, you have some that don't, but most of the team does. And you guys, I leaned a lot on that, and that was a lot of fun to watch, man. That's one that I'll probably go back and rewatch just because of how awesome that fourth quarter was, for sure.
I had a couple moments, I'm not going to lie, that need to be bleeped out before we
Yeah, the officiating was just okay, and we're never going to bash on the officials, but it was just really inconsistent. I think that definitely, I'm not going to say it was an advantage to either team, but I think it does change the play of the game a little bit as things go through. But I think you guys adapted well to that. I mean, those are things obviously you can't control in the game. The only thing you can control is how you adapt through that, and I think you guys did. I mean, it's hard because the emotions are rolling high, the energy, the nerves at the beginning of the game, but kudos to you guys, because stuff like that could get you out of a game mentally quick. It could throw you guys for a loop, and you guys didn't do that. So, again, just goes to show, man, a lot of that leadership and a lot of those games played. I mean, you had to be saying the same thing. I could see it down there in your dance that you get in with your arms crossed.
But you can't do anything. I mean, there's nothing you can do.
I always coach like that, Pat.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I know, Coach Jones. I know.
No, I would say the first half, definitely the way it was called, I mean, whether it's right or wrong, it took us out of what we kind of like to do a little bit.
For sure.
And so we had to adjust a little bit. Second half, I think I think the officiating let it go a little bit more, but we definitely had to adjust what we did. Our girls did it, and in the first half we were not good offensively. We didn't move the ball very well. We took quick shots instead of good shots, and we got better and better as the game went on. When you get a bye, it's awesome. It's awesome to get a bye and have a week and you get automatically to the second round. But then you're used to playing 2 games a week, and all of a sudden you have a week off. And we were playing 3 games a week there for a while,
Right.
and so all of a sudden we go 7 days, and you could tell we were a little rusty. It wasn't that we hadn't been practicing or shooting anything; it's just you hadn't been in a game, and it's different. And so they had, and there's some truth to not having a bye. Sometimes you're a little bit more prepared.
Yeah, we kind of mentioned that. This reminded me of last year's game a little bit, where the first half was tight, and then we pulled away in that second half, in our first regional game, and it was. But you're right. I mean, it just when you're used to the routine, and that's why. Like, man, this game is 7 o'clock. It's like, man, let's go. Let's get after
Right.
this thing at 6. I mean, let's get after this thing now. No school today. That doesn't help.
Right.
I wish they would have it on Friday. I think that would help just the flows. There's a lot of things that, but it is what it is.
Yeah, give our girls credit. I really think that we never really felt like we were going to lose. We were just waiting for when is that run going to happen, and that's because we've been in it before, and these girls have been in it before, and there was nobody panicking, and everybody just waiting for that ball to bounce our way, and they did. So
Yeah, I don't know I don't know where that switch really was, but man, and not that the defensive effort wasn't there all game, and I'm telling you, but like towards the end of the third quarter, into that fourth, man, you guys went to I mean, just the amount of energy on the defensive side was unreal, and I think they saw that. I mean, you guys came out, and it was just a different team on that. You guys are going to need that for the rest of the season to be able to do that. I mean, that kind of tenacity is. That defense won you state last year. That's what's going to get you there this year too. Is that type of tenacity? And I wanted to ask you guys too. I mean, as a player and as a coach, I mean, you guys have seen a lot of zone this year, and I think more than I think we've seen since I can remember calling games. I've seen teams playing zone on us. Do you think that that's a good thing, a bad thing? I mean, do you think I'm going to ask you, Vanessa? Do you think it really matters to you? I mean, I think. Do you have a preference if it's man or zone? I mean, you just see more of it this year.
I don't really have a preference. I think that I don't know, we've worked a lot on adapting to what defense the other team's playing. So, I mean, it's not good or bad. It's just
different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. I mean, I love the fact that this year we've seen a 1-3-1, we've seen a 3-2, we've seen a 2-3.
So many different ones.
In box and one, we've seen a triangle 2. So you get to February and you get to March, and you've seen and we've discussed how to handle those things and how to prepare for those things. So we have things in place for all of it because we've seen it. Now, if we've been seeing man-to-man the whole year and all of a sudden we see a zone, I think that would be a little bit different. So, I love the fact that we've seen it all. We were ready for whatever they were going to throw. We didn't look like it in the first quarter, but we discussed it and practiced it, and we'll be ready.
I think you couldn't have said that any better. It was just something that Pat and I talk about all the time. Is we just seen so much more of it this year, and I could definitely see that being a huge advantage. Because you're not going to stop seeing it. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
I think teams don't want to play man against you because of what you guys can do from a man-to-man standpoint. They got to figure out a way to slow you guys down because when you guys are going. You guys are tough to guard. You guys are tough to beat. So I think they really do it to kind of slow you guys down. So
Yeah, you go and knock down a couple 3-pointers, that'll knock you out of a zone real quick.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, for sure.
No doubt. Well, hey, the other thing I want to say is I just want to say thank you guys very much. I mean, I'm going to really miss calling these games with Pat and being able to do a lot of that stuff. And you've made it a lot of fun. The teams have made it a lot of fun. Coach, we want to say thank you to you guys as well. But I know you guys aren't done yet, and we're going to get a chance to call you guys on Tuesday night. And then obviously we're going to get a chance to hopefully get a chance and watch you guys at the well make a run. But just want to say thank you guys very much, man. You guys' support of the stream and what we've been able to do has been awesome. And we love getting the opportunity to call these games and get a chance to see everything that goes on down there. And hopefully you get to take away some highlights for yourself and tuck them away somewhere right as you get going on your stuff. So
I'll
want to
tell
say
you,
thanks so
you
much.
got all these cube things. I suppose they live out there forever, so you'll be able to show your grandkids how good you were when you were in your teens.
Well, I don't know about you, but I still have Tyler watching basketball games at home. I'm sure he'll be doing the same thing. So it is.
Brad, we need to thank you too, because I think is this your last game, or you got one?
No, we got one on Tuesday, and the boys are going to be playing on Friday. So I'll be here for Tuesday and
What
Friday.
you have done for Mustang sports has been fantastic, and we hear about it all the time everywhere we go. Like, this has been huge for us. In my 9 years, all of a sudden we got coverage, and I know that COVID changed some things, but you've been a great voice for the Mustangs. We appreciate it. And I also want to say all those lists of players you mentioned, I got to coach those girls. So there's a reason we've won 85 games. It's not because I'm standing there.
Yeah.
I could sit, but I can't sit for very long. But
I know you
but
cannot.
I've had a front row seats at her 84 wins and 4 great years, and Mustang basketball is in a great place. And I probably didn't have to do much. So we've had some great players.
Well, it goes both ways, right? Great players, but you also got to have a coach to
Yeah.
be able to get it done. So, but it's been a lot of fun regardless. And, obviously we're hoping for the best this year, and we're looking forward to Pella on Tuesday. And, Pat and I were kind of talking about that, and it's never good to play a team 3 times, but I think it's an advantage for us, an advantage for you guys. I mean, I'm sure they're going to think the same thing, but I can guarantee that when the bracket came out and they saw you guys on the other side, they were not happy campers. So use that to your advantage, come out, play hard, and you guys will do fine, but we'll look forward to that on Tuesday. But thanks for coming up, guys, and give us the opportunity to interview you guys. And I just really wanted the opportunity to say thank you guys very much. We appreciate everything. So
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Yep, no doubt. Well, hey, everybody. Big game, big dub tonight as Knoxville came to town and gave us a run for our money, folks, with the Mustangs able to come away with a big 12-point victory tonight.
Yep.
And they are going to get the opportunity to come back here on Tuesday night to play the Dutch from Pella as they come up with a big win against Ballard tonight. And Pat and I will be here for that live with Tuesday. And we're going to be excited for that, man. That was awesome getting to talk with those two. And, I'm sure I'm going to be saying thanks to a lot of people as we come down and count down these last couple of games. But, we don't do this. We talk a lot about the sponsor and everything else, Pat, but we don't do this without these guys right here.
We're going to have
the Mike Bina, the Ella Bynum
on our next half.
I tell you what, man, I have a feeling, we're going to get Coach Rankin doesn't know this yet if he's not watching. We're going to try to get Coach Rankin on halftime of the girls' game on Tuesday, but we don't have anybody for halftime on the boys' game on Friday. So I think a little Mike Bynum action for that interview might be worth that. So everybody
he's never been
can meet this guy. And
everybody thinks this stuff is magic over here, and it's not magic. I mean,
hey, man,
you got Ella Bynum over there just tearing stuff up, putting everything in. This is fairly I mean, for me, there's no way I would. There's more buttons over here than you can shake a stick.
Yeah, he just got this cool new device right here, too. He's got all the goodies going on.
Yeah,
so.
There's a lot more time that they're putting into it than what we are.
So, hey, folks, you guys are going to get to meet Mike Bynum here on Friday night. Halftime of the boys' game. We're going to make it happen. But, hey, we want to say thanks to all the Panther fans for joining us tonight, all the Mustang fans that joined us tonight. We got to say thank you again to Matt and Melissa Jansen for sponsoring the game tonight. Thanks to Coach Jones and Vanessa Bickford for making it up. And more than anything, man, thanks to Mike and his crew and for allowing us to make this happen. Thanks for Brent Butcher for coming up and letting us interview him at halftime. Been a great game. A lot of stuff going on. If you missed any of it, please go back and check it out. Outside of that, Pat, we're going to be back Tuesday night here, 7 o'clock. The Dutch coming to town for the chance to go to state.
And if you can, we want everybody on the stream that we can get, right? But
we want to pack the stadium.
If you're at DCG, this is going to be the place to be.
We need the student section packed. We need this side of the bench packed. I can guarantee you Pella is going to bring a big group of fans up here, and this place is going to be rocking and rolling. So please make it here Tuesday. But thanks for everything tonight, folks. Have a great rest of your weekend. We'll see you back here in a couple of days. But this is Brad and Pat